just got version 14.1.7 full self-driving for our Tesla Cybertruck. Let's go on a drive really quickly as our first drive to experience what this new full self-driving is actually like and see if it's actually good or not. And spoiler alert, I feel like this is going to be a great one. So I'm going to go ahead and buckle up, and this is the newest one because you can see that it actually has start full self-driving right here, so it's ready to go and everything. I already preloaded a supercharger. It's going to be a quick 9-minute video so we can see how this actually is with the brand new Cybertruck. There's of course other Tesla vehicles. I've got like the Model Y that has version 14, but this is the latest version, and I think this is going out to a lot more people. We can see right now that the Cybertruck is doing like a 3-point turn very nicely, and this is one of the first hardest turns that we're going to be experienced probably right now. This is going to be an unprotected left turn coming to a stop. And I also just noticed that right now we have it in hurry mode. I like how this scroll wheel right here, you can actually turn it and then it switches up to Mad Max like that. But we've got cars on our right side. We definitely have cars on our left side. Let's see how well this does as it tries to pull across, what is it, 3 lanes to see if it can actually go onto, it's going to make a left and then we're going to make a right to get onto the highway. So let's see how this actually does this. Seems to be pretty, empty. No. Ooh, it was shuddering a lot there. It did not like that. It hesitated a bit, but hey, they finally calculated that had enough. It did a lot of brake stabbing / stuttering and then went ahead and pulled forward. So a little bit shaky for our first turn, but hey, it did it. And so this is why it's still going to be a supervised full self-driving, not necessarily a unsupervised full self-driving. Hopefully the camera angle is good. Let's see. I've got my little handy dandy viewpoint here. So, ooh, interesting. So that's not good. It actually just pulled ahead there, and as someone was U-turning, which I don't know who has right away there, the U-turner or the person making a left. But either way, the vehicle, that BMW, did not like that we did that. But now we're going to be pulling ahead. I think I can switch the viewpoint up a little bit higher. And we're about to get onto the highway now, and let's see how fast this actually accelerates and everything. So now that BMW is pulling ahead, getting to highway speeds as Cybertruck just follows this Model X very, very, very slowly. Now it definitely has to get out of this lane. You can see cars are going to the left because this lane right now is going to an exit off of the highway. It's pulling ahead, doing a little bit of acceleration. Nice and confident, going to like 65, 70 miles an hour. One thing's for sure, it definitely is more confident and stays in the center of the lane. The last version was hugging the left of the lane a lot, and it seems like it wants to make another lane change. No one's in that lane, which is perfect. Pretty good. It's got like cars on the left side and the right side, but still going straight. And we've got like 2.8 miles into our exit, and then we're going straight to a supercharger. So let's see how it does at the supercharger and how it pulls into the charger spot and everything. What I can say is that this is way better than the last update. It feels more solid, confident. It is making these lane changes with confidence, no hesitation. There's only that one time pulling out of that unprotected left, which, I mean, unprotected left is going to be a hard maneuver no matter what. Now it seems to be like confused a little bit and wants to get into the left lane, but there's no cars there, so I'm not sure what it's trying to figure out. Another left lane change. Pretty good. We're going like 69 miles an hour. And let's see how fast it can actually get up to. Because now that the speed is gone in terms of the speed setting, now it just has Mad Max. And it seems like we're coasting at like a 70 miles per hour. But also the traffic is going at like 70 miles per hour as well. There's a lot of lane changes here, especially because we have to get off the exit in like a mile. But I guess it's really trying to get as fast as possible and doesn't want to chill anymore. And now we're going to be getting off an exit here to the right side. And I think there's like one lane change, or it gets off to the highway on-ramp and then makes a right. But when you make the right, there's going to be some traffic coming from the left. So let's see how it does this. That was kind of interesting. So that car cut into the lane, and I think the Tesla Cybertruck wanted to follow it, but then it realized, oh wait, that is not, no need to actually do that, so let's just follow along the lane here. Now we're coming to the highway off-ramp traffic light. Got a couple variables here, a human on the right side, and then we got vehicles coming to the left. And then now we've got a green, no cars coming from the left, and it pulls straight ahead. We have some superchargers right here. There's like 20 of them here, I think. And it's going to pull into the parking lot and then pull into a Tesla supercharger. It says right now 8 of them are available, so we should be good to be able to pull right in once it finds the one it wants. Okay, green light for the left. Alright, so this one's interesting because these superchargers are like all the way around. So some people actually try and just park like this and plug in, but it's actually, you're supposed to go all the way around before plugging in. So let's see if it figures that out, because it's a little bit complicated. And I don't know what it's actually doing here. It is definitely confused. Okay, it definitely got confused there. I think it was trying to back into those, which is not the case. But let's try and overwrite it, because I want to see if it actually will go back into some of these superchargers over here. So a little bit of a fail there. There's plenty of superchargers over here, so it should be able to back into one of these very, very, very easily. Oh, look at that wrap color right there. Let's see here. Let's see if they can do this in one turn. Oh, it is like a very stuck. Oh, interesting. Okay. It took a little bit there to try and figure that out. Maybe it was like processing or whichever. And good to go. Perfect. So now I can go ahead and plug in, charge for a little bit, but I don't need to actually because it's 94%. But that was a very interesting full self-driving experience, and I can see some of the better improvements of this, but I can also see some of it where it still needs a little bit of work. But still, all in all, a much better experience than the previous one, because as long as it's not hugging into that crazy left lane, actually that's much better for me. Let's see here. So this is the version 14.1.7, and here's the release notes that show you all the different updates and everything. So this is the latest one, but still leagues better from version 13. Version full self-driving 13. But let us know what your thoughts on if you've got it and your experience it and everything down below in the comments.